In this recent video I made, I got a lot of comments asking me to talk about other divisions of vehicles under Lexus and some others asking me to talk about car brands. Well, today I'm going to wrap up all the remaining divisions under Lexus and then we can move to Mercedes-Benz next. Let's start with the SUV division. In case you didn't know, SUV means sport utility vehicle. Under the SUV division, there are 4 different categories of SUVs, which are the compact crossover SUV, the crossover SUV, the mid-size SUV, and the full-size SUV. Lexus has managed to build SUVs under all 4 categories, so let's just go over them. First, under the compact crossover, we have the UX and the NX, with the UX standing for urban crossover and the NX standing for nimble crossover. These both vehicle models were made with the sole purpose of carrying some of the practicality of an SUV to a frame that is similar to that of a sedan because they're very compact, much like the Mercedes GLE series. The UX comes in the US 200, the 250 and the 300 with different options ranging from being hybrid to being fully electric or equipped with the F-Sport package. The NX on the other hand ranges in models from the NX 250 all the way to the NX 450h. Under the crossover division we have the RX, which stands for Radiant Crossover. This model was the first SUV that marked a crossover point between a luxury saloon and an off-roader. It is also very common in Nigeria and has often been referred to as the vehicle that can drive you to the ends of the earth and back, and that's how strong and reliable it is. It ranges from the RX 300, the 350 to the 450, which you can also get in the long wheelbase version. And I'm saying this in case you've ever seen an RX 350 and then you saw an L behind it and you were wondering what the L meant. It just means it is bigger than the usual size around the back and has a 3rd row seat to carry more people. And also the L stands for long wheelbase anyway. Also, under the mid-size SUV division, we have the GX, which stands for Grand Crossover. And just like the GS we discussed on the sedans, the GX sits comfortably between the RX and the LX, which we're going to talk about in a minute. It's in the bigger end of the mid-size SUV class and it surely holds its own when you're going off-roading. It is also popularly used as an escort or executive vehicle for VIPs in Nigeria, while it is used for drifting in the UAE. Lexus introduced the GX models in 2002, starting with the GX 470, which boasted a 4.7-litre V8 engine. In 2009, the 2nd gen GX 460 was released, and the change in the name from 470 to 460 was Lexus stating that they switched from the 4.7-litre V8 engine to a new 4.6-litre V8. Whoa, that's a mouthful. Anyway, the 3rd edition, which was released in 2023, is the GS 550, which sports a twin turbocharged 3.4-litre V6 engine, and the GS 550h, which is a turbocharged hybrid electric 2.4-litre 4-cylinder engine. Under the full-size SUV division, we have the LX, which is the Abidosheka of them all. LX stands for luxury crossover, so you know Lexus wasn't playing when they made this division. This model embodies all the luxury and comfort features Lexus has to offer in an SUV. Hence, it is no surprise it's mostly used by influential people and the creme de la creme in the society because the price? It choke. The 1st gen LX 450 was introduced in 1995 and it came with a straight 6 engine and 7-passenger seating capacity. The 2nd gen LX 470 was introduced in 1998 and came with a V8 engine and 8-passenger seating capacity, same as the 3rd gen LX 470, while the latest 4th gen was introduced in October 2021 as the LX 600 and it sports a twin turbocharged V6 engine powertrain and seats for 7 passengers as standard and 4 passengers as an option. Next up, we have the sports division that features both the Lexus LFA and the LC series. The LFA means Lexus Fuchsia Advance. It is a 2-door sport car that was produced between 2010 and 2012 and only 500 units were ever made. The LFA has also been dubbed to have one of the best sounding naturally aspirated engines ever produced. The 4.8-litre V10 engine produces 553 horsepower and 350 pound-feet of torque that rockets the car from 0 to 60 miles per hour in 3.6 seconds and a top speed of 202 miles per hour. The LC, on the other hand, which means luxury coupe, started being produced in 2017 and it uses the same 5.0-litre 2UR GSC V8 engine found in the RCF and the GSF. Lexus claims it can go from 0 to 60 in 4.4 seconds, which is really impressive in my opinion. There's also the LC 500h hybrid variant and the GT 500, which is track focused. Fun fact, the Lexus LC 500 was used in Black Panther to further boost marketing for Lexus, and some of you might have noticed it while watching. I definitely noticed it for sure. Now, before I finish talking about the Lexus divisions, there are a few honorable mentions that I want to talk about. These, the LEXUS RC, which means radical coupe. I personally like to think of it as a compact two-door coupe version of the IS series. It basically has the same performance as its i8 counterparts for the most part. The LEXUS CT, which means creative touring, badass name, falls under the hybrid electric compact hatchback category, only has one model under it, which is the CT200H, with the 200H meaning that the hybrid performance of the car is equal to that of a conventional 2.0 liter engine. It came into production in 2011 and was discontinued in 2022. The LEXUS RZ, which is essentially an all-electric variant of the RX and means Radiant Zero, produces a little bit more power than the RS. And finally, the LM, which means luxury mover, and was the first ever minivan offering from Lexus, which seats up to 7 people and had petrol and hybrid engine options from 2020 to 2023 and fully turned hybrid in 2024. So there you have it, guys. If you have any other additional information or questions to ask as regards these cars, I'll be happy to engage in the comments. Also, comment what car brand you'd like me to talk about next, and the most mentioned one wins. Cheers, guys. Talk to you the next one. Peace.